Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves.
Holy shit.
What up, bro?
Today fucking sucked.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it either.
I don't want to talk about it.
But, you know, I just hate sports.
I do hate sports.
I
really should stop watching sports. I think I'd be happier. I know I would be happier.
I remember the time I stopped watching sports was when I stopped watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when they had Jameis Winston as their quarterback. I mean, I grew, like, my beard was thicker. My hair
I know I've asked you this before, but I forgot.
Uh-huh.
The day he did the W promo,
Uh-huh.
how did you feel?
This fucker is an idiot.
Okay,
I was like, why are you doing this? No one in this fucking huddle is taking you seriously.
Everyone looked at that man like, what?
Deshaun Jackson was like, get me the fuck out of here,
He
please.
really, and he was out.
This motherfucker was gone.
Yeah.
No, he was still there because Fitzpatrick got in and just.
Oh,
was
that's
like,
right.
and then,
Yeah, okay, that's right.
But no, he's a fucking idiot. But the year I stopped watching that fucking team, I got like my beard was thicker, my hair got longer, I grew like 3 inches.
Hey.
And like my blood pressure was down. Everything was coming up Millhouse. And now, when it comes to that team, obviously I have the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. But with this team that I refuse to name, but it reminds me, it rhymes with Schmexus.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'd rather not talk about it. But you know what I want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about, Shay?
Some motherfucking spooky season movies.
Spooky season.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is I, the shaggiest of blacks, alongside me, my wonderful co-host, Mr. Jose something or other.
That's right. I like that. That was actually pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Welcome for tuning in to another rip-rousing episode of Cinema Villains.
Rip rousing.
We are here. We are tired. We are angry.
Grr.
Well, no, we're not. That anger,
not angry no more.
That anger has subsided to like just sadness.
We're on that stage of grief.
Yeah,
basically. Yeah.
We acceptance is right around the corner, but we are still sad.
Yeah.
This is not one of those days, you know. And we figure, hey, what's one thing that's going to cheer us up? Let's watch some fucking horror movies during this time of the year, you know?
It's the spookiest time of the year.
Dude, I really like that fucking song we put.
Yeah, we really did.
That was a slapper. That was a slapper. That was really good.
You need to give that to the Pat. To put a beat on it.
Yeah,
just,
put a beat on
bars.
it.
We're just
We're
there.
Bars, man.
We'll use it next year for the damn intro.
Yep, for the intro and shit. I might.
Look at Jags like
you know what? I might do it. No, and I'm sitting. You see me over here trying not to smile, dog, because I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yo, I just might take that, write a whole fucking script out. And we could just fucking just do that, and it just like take a Christmas version of that and just throw some horror shit into it.
Yeah,
that would be great.
That's awesome. I'm down. Let's go.
If it happens, Pat, get ready.
Pat's just like.
Pat's probably asleep.
Yeah.
But anyway. Thanks again for tuning in with us, Ghouls and Ghosts. We appreciate you. Thank you for listening to our dumbasses.
That's right.
Talk about shit. Talk about movies. And this time of year, obviously it's our favorite time of the year when we talk about scary movies and scary movies we may or may not have seen. Last week we introduced the Choose Your Fate episodes.
Yeah.
We're also in the second part of that, and I think we only have one more Choose Your Fate episode.
Yeah, I think so.
from there, and that's gonna be it because the rest of the month is called for. Mm-hmm. But I think we have one more Choose Your Fate, and we're looking forward to that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, and you didn't listen to last week's episode, you naughty person.
Shame.
What we did was HBO Max has a Halloween collection on their app. In that Halloween collection, they do a thing. They have 3 doors that are at random. The names aren't random, but they do it not so scary, scary, and very scary. With those doors lies a movie or a cartoon or a TV show or what have you, at random days, but it changes every single day. It's never the same movie twice. Obviously, you have the not so scary. It's not typically scary or anything at all.
Right.
Jose kind of pointed out that it may be a cartoon, and for most chances, it was a cartoon. Or then you have your scary door, and then for the last time we had our scary door was like the Poltergeist, but we didn't pick Poltergeist. We actually went with what was in the very scary door because we're a bunch of nerds.
That's right.
It was Friday the 13th remake from 2009.
Yes, sir.
Since we went with the very scary, I guess that one's done. We're not going through that door anymore.
Maybe we'll see.
Because we might just say fuck that, fuck our rules.
Yeah, exactly. Right? We do that a lot.
But we decided for this week, we were like, okay, so we did very scary. Let's see what's in the. We actually did all 3 doors, but we weren't going to do. We kind of were like, we're not going to do very scary. Let's just see what's in there. With these doors, by the way, they randomize these movies every day. They do not play the movies. You can just click onto the doors, and it just randomly shows you a movie. We went in there and we chose. We was like, okay, let's see what's in scary. And it was the movie Cursed.
Yes.
With Christina Ricci, which is...
is it Christina Ricci?
Yeah, it's Christina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wait, did I not pronounce her name right?
No. I didn't.
No, it's Christina. No, it's Christina Ricci.
Okay, I completely forgot.
It's her and her brother that are in, not her actual factual brother, right. But it's like they're twins, then they're cursed. It's a werewolf movie. That's like the only thing I remember from that shit.
Yeah.
Right? But we decided let's not go with that because we knew that movie was bad.
Yeah.
All right. So we figured let's go with our other one. In the very scary door was what was it? Ouija?
Yeah, Ouija, Origin of Evil.
Yeah. And while technically we're with doing the randoms, 2 things. One, it was made into it didn't come out to 2016, so that doesn't follow our rule set. But in certain cases we do make room for these things. We just decided not to watch that. What we went with was a totally unexpected choice.
Oh, yeah.
Very random and very unexpected because Jose and myself have never seen this movie or heard of this movie.
Yeah, I had never heard of this fucking movie at all.
And surprisingly, this one was behind the not-so-scary door.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, we were both. Jose was definitely more shocked than I was, but super shocked that it wasn't a cartoon.
Yeah, because I have checked these almost every day. I think I missed a couple days.
I've literally looked in these doors every day except for October 1st.
Okay, yeah.
So October 1st.
Yeah,
so
for the most part, they have all been cartoons.
No. I'm sorry. Started on the 3rd. Did not see October 1st or 2nd. But ever since then, I've been I'll see what they offer, and if I don't feel one, I'll just go something else. Mm-hmm. But I always check before I go to bed. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that was it. Like I said, normally it's like a cartoon or some shit.
Yeah,
so I was thoroughly shocked when I was like, wait, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, so we got a movie, and it wasn't a cartoon movie. It wasn't a kid's movie. This movie was called The Voices.
I hear voices in my head.
See,
they talk to me.
You're better than me because I would have went with this other one that was drilled into my brain.
Was it the Disturbed song?
No.
Okay, good.
It was in Redemption.
It was what?
It was a remix version of I hear biscuits in my head.
Wow.
They talk to me, make me a man. They talk to me. But no, this movie, The Voices, stars a Let's see. Let me check my notes here. A1 Ryan Reynolds.
Hey, what's up, Ryan Reynolds? Our first Ryan Reynolds movies, bro.
Yep, and it's peak us that it's not a popular one.
Exactly.
But it's a movie that either no one's heard of, and it's not even like one of those. The funny thing is that this movie, I had to do a little research on this movie before we jumped into this episode. This movie showed up in Sundance Film Festival, right? So it had a limited release. So flop or bop is pretty much going to be easy for you to handle. I'm going to tell you that now. But when I tell you this, like so me and Jose are looking at each other like, man, what in the fresh fuck is this? Like, huh? Like we clicked on the movie. We didn't play it yet, but we played the trailer. And the premise of this movie, we had us intrigued because it was either we had our doubts because we were like, yo, it's either this or Cursed because we know what Cursed is.
Yeah.
But we don't know what this movie is.
Notoriously bad movie.
Yes.
So we were like,
And if this movie, and if we go with this movie that we do not know about, there's a good chance that it could suck and we could be bored out of our mind.
Yeah, that was my fear. My big fear.
That was your fear? Yeah, just go ahead. Explain to the people.
Yeah, because I was like, man, if this movie is a fucking piece of shit, I'm going to feel like just boring. Not even a piece of shit, just boring.
Yeah, boring. Just like fuck, man. Here we go.
Yeah.
Not, like, fuck, man, this is uninteresting. And now we got to come out here to you guys and just fucking explain. And then we got to come up with some shit.
Yeah.
But, ladies and gentlemen, I can actually calmly say that this is probably the most interesting movie that I've seen all year, not named Malignant.
Now you got to watch it. Some people do not like Malignant, so they might look at that like, oh, wait, no.
Well, I understand that. But if they don't like Malignant, then why the hell are they listening to us?
That's true.
So
that is true.
The ones who don't like it ain't going to listen to this. I would think. I mean, we got friends and family that support us.
Yeah, that's true.
They might press play and walk away.
But yeah, no, I can say too that I was thoroughly surprised.
Yes. So this movie came out in 2014.
Yeah.
2015 in Germany, and it was played in Sundance.
Because I think this is a co-German production, I think.
Yeah, it's a
From what
weird...
it looks like on the IMDb's and shit.
Yeah, it's a weird combination. So this didn't play in the States as much.
No.
So this one was kind of like why have I never heard of this? And it's funny. I've never heard of this.
No, I never heard of it at all either. I'm like, what the hell is this?
The funny thing is, I do remember this movie being talked about.
I don't know.
And when I mean by talked about, I mean reading like some papers because, like, of course, it was 2014, 2015. Ryan Reynolds was starting to be...
Ryan Reynolds just came off of back-to-back flops.
Yes.
Because he had Green Lantern and R.I.P.D.
Yes. But he also had those rom-com movies.
Yeah, but those were, like, early, like...
They weren't... Not all of them were
like
early
2008.
Not all of them were 2008.
Because I looked at his career, like, where was Ryan Reynolds at this point of his career?
Yeah, like, where was he in this point of his career?
Let's see. Because at this point, Ryan Reynolds... Let's see, where am I at? I just had him. Oh, there he goes. Canadian actor, by the way.
Yes.
In case he hasn't... I'm sure he tells you that all the time.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah, because at this point, like, prior to this, he had Green Lantern.
Okay, which was 2011?
2011.
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit. Come on, guys. Oh, no.
Come on.
There you go. Silence. Show more. The Change Up.
Yeah.
R.I.P.D. was 2013.
Uh-huh.
A year after this, Selfless would come out. That weird movie with Ben Kingsley.
Yeah, okay.
That one.
Yeah.
Buried was 2010.
Yeah, Buried was 2010.
Safe House, but a lot of people was like, well, Safe House is Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit about you, Ryan Reynolds.
And
then The Croods was 2013.
Okay.
So, yeah.
The Croods actually made him money.
Yeah, it was a decently good family film.
Yeah.
So, yeah, at this time, he wasn't cranking out the bangers.
He wasn't the Ryan Reynolds.
Because The Proposal came out 2009.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you, because I knew it was like roughly around that time, but I couldn't remember. But, yeah, he wasn't the Ryan Reynolds yet.
Yeah, no.
Not the Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
Did he do what? When did Blade Trinity come out?
That was 2004.
Huh. I really got to stop smoking peyote.
Hey.
I
picked a hell of a time to start sniffing glue. Yeah, so this was like that one. Ryan Reynolds hadn't, yeah.
I'm going to borrow this quote.
That was a great fucking quote, by the way. So, yes, I'm glad you're borrowing it.
I'm gonna take this quote from my friend Zai. Hold on. Let me pull this bitch up real quick. While we're doing that, Jose, tell the lovely people.
What am I telling the lovely people?
Something.
Hey, people, you were lovely. Thanks for all your love and support. I can never get this enough.
All right, I appreciate it. All right, yeah, my friend Zylek Ariel on the podcast BS with Friends. I texted her about this movie because I wanted to see if she's seen it because she worked at the Alamo, and obviously I know Alamo Drafthouse gets a lot of these type of movies.
Yeah, I'm about to say this would be up their alley.
Yeah, this would be like this. They get these type of movies and shit. I wanted to see if she's seen it. She didn't see it, but she reads a synopsis of it. She's like, because what the fuck? This premise is insane. And the Rotten Tomato score is 74%, which I was fucking impressed on as well. But the quote she gives me when talking about Ryan Reynolds, the career of Ryan Reynolds always feels like he found a genie and kept adjusting the same wish for fame, adjusting the same wish for fame until he finally figured out how to not make it backfire.
I was like, that's actually kind of perfect.
The accuracy of it all. Because, my word, because he's done some bullshit, man.
Oh, yeah.
Some bullshit that would, kill a career.
Oh, yeah.
But yet, look at him.
Like I said, he was in that rut. I brought this up last week. He, quote unquote, leak that Deadpool footage because he hasn't admitted it, but he's basically looked at the camera enough to Then that kind of gave him his renaissance, his second, maybe even third renaissance.
Is he's that modern era's Keanu Reeves?
He might be. Although, I don't know. I think Keanu's more universally loved than Ryan. There are some motherfuckers that see Ryan Reynolds and are like, nope.
So that's the same. They feel the same way. Some people feel the same way about Keanu Reeves.
Do they?
Though.
Okay.
No. He's not. He's not important. But we don't talk about those people.
Yeah, those people are
same
terrorists.
thing with same thing with those people about Ryan Reynolds though, because they're I can see they say he's not funny, but they'll say something about him like he's handsome or something. But he's the Canadian version of Keanu.
Is Keanu not Canadian?
Is he not? I thought he wasn't.
Oh, now I gotta look.
I didn't think he was. I didn't know Keanu. I don't think Keanu's Canadian.
Are you sure?
Dude, he's got 16 different...
Well, he's different, yeah.
He's got 16 different ethnic backgrounds, but I don't think Canadian is one of them.
Keanu Charles. His middle name's Charles, bro. Keanu Charles Reeves is a Canadian actor.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit. Born in Beirut.
Beirut?
B-E-I-R-U-T.
Beirut,
right? Oh, Beirut. And raised in Toronto.
Huh. Why did I not know
in Toronto? No, I'm joking.
Why did I not know about this?
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Keanu's Canadian, bro.
Why did I not know? Why? Okay, this is the third week I've sounded like a fucking idiot on this show.
My God,
I don't fact check.
Shag is just combo, there'll be a combo breaker one day. You're gonna make me look like an idiot. Yeah, you'll fucking...
I fucking hope.
Yeah.
I'm aha! I mean, that's why you think I do flop or bop, man.
There you go.
That's the only thing that makes me feel better. I can fuck up in the beginning of the show and then throw this at me. And I'm like, I'm going to just fucking throw this at you. Is it flop or bop? Or bop, bop or flop.
Yeah,
whatever.
that too.
It's that whatever. But, no, so Ryan, but seriously, Ryan Reynolds has had a hell of a career.
Yeah.
To now, it's just look at him.
It's he's tried to break off that comedy role.
Yeah. For more serious roles.
And it's it's hit or miss.
Bro, look, you know what's going to make you money? For every fucking movie serious movie you do, you can go do Free Guy and make triple. for what you want. So I don't know why you not try to be the funny man that everyone knows that you are.
Exactly.
You're very charming. You're a very charming, funny man. Like, we see what you do to your wife every time.
Exactly.
It's her birthday, and you just cut her out of your cut her out of your pictures, and just like, yeah, look at the mother of my kids. That's just a picture of you with your kids, and another thing of arms. Like, what happened? And he just cuts it off. It's the greatest. Like, he's the type of husband that I would be.
There you go. What was I going to say? I can't remember. Fuck, I can't remember.
But
go, keep going. Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, we stumbled across this movie. So we only bring that up to say this. This movie came across our desk. We watched it because of the Doors. It was our fate. We chose it.
Yeah.
And I got to say, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, and ghouls and ghosts, and everything under, and trees, and everything else, this was very fucking surprising.
Yeah. Very.
Very surprising. I highly recommend you watch.
No, it gets a high recommend for me, too.
Highly recommend.
Shag, that's what I was going to ask.
What's up?
What if we're the only assholes who've never seen this movie?
That's why I started asking. So this is why. If you see the tweet I let out, asking the movie that we're reviewing, at the time of this recording, I let a tweet out saying the movie that I'm reviewing is the nuttiest shit I've seen, and a lot of my film buff friends are starting to hit me up, and that's when I either DM them or I text them.
Yeah.
Right. No one has heard as of yet. No one's heard of this fucking movie.
Oh wow. Okay, good.
So I know if those nerds didn't see it, ain't nobody seen it.
Okay, good. That makes me feel better because I was like, yeah, what if we're the only assholes who ain't seen this movie?
Nah, because look, that's what I'm saying. My film buff friends, especially the indie fucking film buff friends, have not seen this movie, and that's how I feel a hell of a lot better.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, if they didn't see it, I know I didn't see it,
right.
So we're good. You know,
very good.
So I feel like I'm putting them on to something.
Yeah, there you go.
But I highly recommend you take the time. It's on HBO Max. I don't think it's going to be taken off anytime soon. But you can just, because by the time you listen to this episode, that movie will probably not be on one of the doors. You can literally look it up, called The Voices, and just look that up.
Yeah.
Just look it up and watch it. Look, normally, guys, we would do a tale of the tape. I can't, in truth, do a tale of the tape for this movie.
So who's the villain in this movie?
Oh, we're going to get to that.
Okay.
Because there's several.
Yeah.
There's several. This movie, having watched this for the first time, very fucking shocking to see Ryan Reynolds in this role at that time, but also, all things considered, this spoke to me in different ways because as a person who, actually, before I even go any further, folks, what I'm going to say here, if you have any interest in watching this movie and being surprised for the first time, please, we're going to get into spoiler territory, as you know, with this movie. We thought about it. We tried to talk around it so much, but there's no real way we can do this efficiently without being spoilery, you know?
Right.
So what I highly recommend is you go ahead, you pause us. Go ahead, pause us.
Yeah.
Pause us now and go watch the movie. And we will be here when you get back, and then you'll hear us talk about it. Because at this point, like, we're going to hit that point of where we're going to no return because this movie's going to get into spoilerific territory, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to. This movie was too good.
Yeah.
Too good for us to spoil, and you've not seen it.
Yeah. No, yeah. Watch
Trust
this
and
movie.
believe.
Yeah.
Please just watch it. And then we can reconvene right after you just press play.
Right.
That's all we saying. So just go ahead, take this time, pause us, and we'll be right here.
And we're back.
We are back. Thank you for taking the time, for pausing. And if you didn't, you just chugged along. Well,
if you're one of the people that don't give a shit about spoilers, hey, more power to you.
I mean, you're just as chaotic as me, and I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Because I don't care for spoilers on certain things. Unless it's something that if it's something I'm not talking about, you can spoil it. But if it's something I talked about and I'm just waiting for it and you spoil it, the urge to kill might rise.
Might rise.
But, so one thing I was saying, this movie deals with mental illness in a way that I wasn't prepared for.
Yeah, it gets dark. This movie gets dark.
Gets mad. It's a dark comedy.
Yeah.
It's a dark comedy. So, like, hold up. Taking a swig.
Taking a swig of
the working
Yeah,
man.
there you go. Oh, yeah.
Good old fashions.
Yes, old fashions are
Oh,
great.
shit. Hold on. For Mike's sakes.
For Mike's sakes, let's go. Yeah.
Man. All right. So, this movie deals with mental illness. As a person who does suffer from mental illness, this movie spoke to me in ways that I wasn't prepared for. But also, I didn't think it was going to turn that way.
Right.
I kind of had a feeling, but I didn't know how bad it was. I didn't know what area we were getting to it, and then it got to that point. I was like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, because as a dark comedy, they could have easily went a comedic route with it.
Yeah.
But that part was done pretty serious. You know what I'm saying? Dark.
Yeah,
it's
very.
It's hard to explain without you have seen it.
Yeah,
that's what I would tell you to watch it.
Dog, it's super. It hits it. I'm not gonna say it hits home because I don't. From mental, like I said, I have mental illness, but I don't suffer the mental illness portrayed in this movie. Thank fuck.
Right.
But this one is just the reaction to it. Kind of hit me a different way. But like I said, before we dive into the spoilerific territory, let's go ahead and let's cover some stuff about the movie before we jump in. Did you find a synopsis for it?
Yeah, I got a synopsis. Yeah, I got one.
You want to hit the people with the synopsis? Ooh.
Hell yeah, spooky synopsis.
Yep.
For The Voices, 2014. A likable guy pursues his office crush with the help of his evil talking pets. Should be pet, but we'll get into that later. But things turn sinister when she stands him up for a date. That's real vague because it's not really, but okay.
Partial of that is true.
Yeah.
But I like what they kind of did there, but yeah. Okay. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
The Voices, thriller horror black dark comedy movie made in 2014. Directed by Mary Jane Satrapi. I can't pronounce it.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce her name. The movie stars Ryan Reynolds as Jerry Hickfang, Gemma Ayrton as Fiona, Anna Kendrick as Lisa.
Hey, Anna Kendrick.
Jackie Weaver as Dr. Warren. Adi Shankar as Trendy John. Ella Smith as Allison. Paul Brightwell as Jerry's stepfather. Elisa Kordek as Cheryl. Let's see. And that's pretty much it. Or worthy of naming. Yeah, you got two big names in that. Off rip.
Yeah, well, Gemma was kind of a thing for a while.
Well, yeah, Gemma, Anna Kendrick, and
Anna
Ryan
Kendrick
Reynolds.
and Ryan Reynolds, definitely,
Reynolds. All right. So, this is probably going to be the easiest fucking bopper flop that we've actually played.
Bopper flop.
No, bop it.
Bop it.
There you go.
Flop it.
I'm actually looking forward to that.
Oh, nice. I mean, we need a little beat to go in the background now, but yeah, let's go.
I actually look forward to that every time.
Okay.
All right. So, this movie was made in 2014. You know it's a Sundance movie.
Yes.
Limited release.
Yes.
A budget of $11 million.
Fuck, man. Okay.
Normally, I would ask you if it's a bop or a flop. But with limited release, there's only so much you could do.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I'm going to skip that.
Okay.
When I ask you, what do you think it brought home in that limited release?
Since I never heard of this movie, I'll say it brought home like $5 million.
$5 million.
Yeah.
Single digits.
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
Yes.
5.
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah, Shaq. God damn it, stop doing this. It makes me...
You know that's why I do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's why I do it.
Overthink. Like,
It's
I'm like, oh, no.
It's why I do it. So, final answer. $5 million.
Yes.
Okay. This movie, the voices that I may or may not have forgotten the title that quick.
Damn.
2014. Limited release. With a whopping total of $11 million in a budget. The actual box office numbers. Jose.
Yes.
You, my friend, you stay wrong.
Yeah, I know.
But you definitely said single digits. You came close. 2.2 million.
Oh, God, it was even worse. Damn.
Yeah. I was like, holy shit, this movie did not make money.
That's why I was like...
But it was limited release.
It was limited
like,
release,
how much money did you think it was going to get? And then with limited releases, it's only going to be available in certain areas and only for certain times. So...
Yeah, so this played like in New York and L.A., and that's probably it.
Yeah, and some plays in like Topeka, Kansas.
Damn. Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, it's whatever, man. Like, it's kind of one of those things. Well, anywho, this fucking movie.
This movie was wild, man. This was a wild ride.
Very wild. You say there's now. See what the synopsis said is his evil pets. I'm gonna come out and say this now. It's not evil pets.
No.
It's more like one evil pet, one good pet, and a bad pet.
Yeah.
The good pet is a dog.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. What was the dog's name?
Bosco.
Bosco. Good dog.
Yep.
Good boy. Good everything. It was just the overall great pet.
Yeah, just a happy guy.
Little horny ass pet.
Questionably horny.
Questionably horny ass pet, but a pet.
Yeah.
Good boy. But our friend Jerry has another pet. Mr. Whiskers.
A little cat.
Which is a cat. And of course the cat's evil as fuck.
Yep.
Like, not
and
even,
Scottish.
Like an evil Scottish sounding cat.
Which trivia, Ryan Reynolds has like a Scottish friend he's known for 20 years.
Uh-huh.
He's like, I just modeled the voice after him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Fucking make it so bad. That cat, Mr. Whiskers, was unapologetically evil.
Yeah, no, he was just talking shit the whole
That
movie.
motherfucker was just talking shit. It's like, hey, man. And it's not one of those things. It's like, hey, man, how you doing? You should kill yourself. Like, whoa.
No, we're not like that. Because he was a smart cat, too. He's like, look, man, if you kill yourself, who's going to feed me?
Yeah, he was like one of those dudes.
Yeah.
Like, one of those cats like, hey, man, get your shit together. You know, feed me first.
Right.
Then fuck off. Like an actual cat.
Yeah.
I, myself, being a former cat owner, and Jose is still a current cat owner.
Yeah.
The accuracy.
The cat's like, hey, man, you feed me? You feed me?
Like, I don't give a fuck what else you do today, but there better be food in my fucking bowl, or I'm going to shit in your hand.
Yep.
And
shit somewhere where you're going to notice the shit.
Like, it's like, I'm going to shit somewhere where you're not going to be able to find it.
Yep,
Unless
exactly.
I want you to find it. Is that the kind of game we're playing? Mm-hmm. You want to play that game? I'm telling you, it's the worst.
Yep.
But
damn cats.
But cats are the devil, but hail Satan.
That's right.
But no. So the type of mental illness Jerry suffers. Actually, you know what, Jose? I know you're digging that up. I know the first mental illness he suffers from is schizophrenia, a type of schizophrenia that I forget which one. But I know you have the information on the other thing.
Yeah, it just says that Jerry shows symptoms of OCD, DID, which is dissociate. Oh, I had it a minute ago.
Didn't it break it down? It was dissociate
identity disorder.
Yeah, there you go.
But and schizophrenia. It just is schizophrenia.
Yeah, cornucopia, mental illness.
There. Yeah, dissociative identity disorder. There you go.
Like a
which is a thing. Like that's what people hear voices.
Yeah. Like that's the one I thought he had when we originally talked about this. When you said, "Hey, Shag, I think he has schizophrenia." I was like, "I don't think it's schizophrenia. I think it's something else." But now, as the movie goes along, then it makes a lot of sense. This man has Neapolitan ice cream flavored levels of mental illness.
No, yeah, absolutely.
And it shows throughout this movie. And we're talking about it. It's like, well, this doesn't sound like a horror movie. It's fucking spooky season. Oh baby,
I like it raw.
Yeah, it's ooh wee. Well, Jerry has had a how you say, a miserable upbringing. But he tries to be a normal guy. He works at a
bathtub factory, essentially.
It works at like a toilet, bathroom appliance factory.
Like, yeah, they make bathtubs and shit like that.
Yeah, they make bathtubs, toilets, and like stuff like that, and they send it out to other people and stuff.
Yeah,
like warehouses and everything. He works in that warehouse, and he works in the shipping department. So he's boxing everything up and he's shipping off stuff. He's trying to be a normal person of society. Now, Jerry may look normal, may seem awkward or some shit like that. Just normal guy. Until he goes home. He goes home. He has 2 pets, a cat and a dog. On his Garfield and Odie shit.
Yeah.
And he goes home. He's like, "Hey, look at my." And obviously, he runs up, and his dog Bosco treats him. Obviously, runs up, treats him, and licks him, and says, "Oh, good boy, Bosco." But then you hear a fucking. You don't get anything until you hear like an ominous fucking voice, like Scottish but evil.
Yeah.
Like think if fucking Willie.
You want to get sued?
Yes. Like if fucking like Willie from The Simpsons fucking just was there, just being. If Willie from The Simpsons played somebody from The Shining, but he'd had Moe's role.
Oh,
like,
goddamn, yeah.
He's like the shitting episode.
The shitting.
Except for Moe, like Moe the bartender playing the bartender in from The Shining.
Yeah.
Put Willie in that situation. And he's like, you should kill your family. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, it's get to the point to where you hear another voice in the house, but you think that it's someone else in the house, but it's not. It's coming from his fucking cat. And you're like, well, what in the fresh hell is this? And then once the cat starts talking, the dog starts talking.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, man, the dog is like, you're a good guy.
Yeah,
it's
you're
okay.
a good boy, Jerry.
Don't listen. Like, you're a good boy, Jerry. Don't listen to the cat. You're a good boy.
Yeah.
You're good. You got nothing going on. This is okay, yeah. Things start popping off at work. Jerry's boss pulls him aside and talks to him about, like, hey, we're going to have this little company barbecue. You know, you're new. We want you to be a part of it, and yada, yada.
Yeah.
Jerry's like, oh, well, all right. And, you know, they prepare that stuff, and he's pulled into the office. In some little meeting about how the office party's going to go. There's a couple of people in there, and they're talking about it and everything else. This is where we get our second signing of Fiona.
Yeah.
Who is British in nature.
Yeah.
So she has that lovely British accent, and she's bringing like some ideas to the party about like music and conga lines and stuff like that. And Jerry sees her, and he's smitten.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely smitten. And, you know, she's kind of being work-friendly appropriate to Jerry.
Right.
And Jerry's like, okay, Jerry, my guy's not reading signs. But, like, he has the ideas.
Yeah. I'm about to say, because he technically can't?
No.
That's the problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's all like, so they have like this little conga. They do the party. They have like this conga line, and he like Shaq said, he is smitten. He is seeing Fiona with just like that angelic glow around her, and then like the next day he goes to visit her in accounting because she works in accounting. He works in
shipping.
Shipping, thank you.
And she works in accounting.
So he goes to the fucking accounting.
Yeah.
And he tries to talk to her, but old girl Anna Kendrick, who is
Lisa.
Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa.
She's giving him the sign. She's like, "Hey, what are you doing? Da 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 da.
Yeah.
You should come out, hang out with us later." And then Fiona looks at him like, "Girl, why you inviting this dude?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Sure," but he's 100% focused on Fiona.
Yep.
He's missing all the signs Lisa's just throwing at him.
Yep.
Even at the bar, they show them drinking.
Yep.
Fiona's talking about how she moved to America with some dude who just left her eventually.
Mm-hmm.
And, he just blurts out, I know karate.
Yeah, just super fucking awkward.
Yeah, and they're just like, okay. But Lisa's cool. She's like, that's cool.
Yeah, Lisa's trying to be like, Lisa's feeling Jerry, Jerry's feeling Fiona, and it's kind of like Fiona's like feeling herself.
Yeah.
So it's none of that. And it's kind of bringing us up to that situation. And it's kind of bringing us up real quick. Jose, we had this conversation. Awkwardness in movies.
Yeah.
Fucks with us.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's just like...
Like, I am not a fan of awkward moments.
No.
Just in anything. Like,
no, it just makes me cringe.
In real life, in movies, I'm just like, I just try to avoid them.
Yeah.
Terribly. Like, oh, no.
Like, I don't... Like, I usually hang back and shit, and I don't really fuck around. But, like, when I see awkward shit in movies, I'm just like, I cringe. I'm like, like motherfucker who gets, like, caught cheating. Or somebody who said something really negative about a person, and it's like, oh, fuck, I didn't mean it. It was like, no, dog. Like, just shit like that can happen. I think the one that makes me cringe is because it can happen in real life.
Exactly.
And it just kind of, like, makes me, like, like, fucking, like, fuck. Like, what, like, makes me feel a certain way. So it's kind of like...
100%.
It's kind of... It fucks with me, dude. It's just, like, ugh. But I bring that shit up is because, like, just you see these awkward moments in movies, and it's just like, oh man, like I shudder and I fucking cringe, man. It's a lot. It's a fuck ton to deal with.
Yeah.
And here, it's one of those situations like where you hear like when he says like, hey, I know karate, and like, ha, they're kind of like pity laughing.
Yeah.
Except Lisa who's feeling them, and they're like, because it's Allison. Who's all three women who work in accounting.
Yeah, the three main women. Allison, Fiona, Lisa.
And then Jerry, who's sitting with them,
and
too.
There's someone else, too, but a non-important character.
Yeah. But anyway, they, and it gets to the point to where they're, like, she's like, hey, Lisa's like, hey, can I get a ride back to my car? Because, she picks up her beer. Like, she's like, or can I get a ride to my house? It's whatever. And she, like, no one's saying anything. So she's like, well, Fiona's trying to say something. And he's like, oh, yeah, you can take Fiona. He's like, oh, yeah, and Jerry's like, I have no problem taking Fiona. Fiona's like, I don't fucking need that. I can definitely take a cab. I'd rather take a fucking cab.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, it was something happened with Lisa. I can't remember what exactly. Lisa was trying to get a ride home, but he got denied because he wanted Fiona or whatever.
Yeah, he wanted Fiona.
It was something weird. I can't remember.
It was just like because Lisa shot her shot.
Yeah.
And got fucking denied.
You had a great analogy for her. She was just missing wide open layups.
She was missing wide open layups. She would get her own rebound and still miss the fucking open layup.
Yeah.
It was like, I was like, what? It was painful to watch. Yeah. I'm like, bruh. Only for you to get your shit like packed and get sent the other way. Like, oh my God. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, but so Jerry takes Fiona home.
Yeah.
And while they're going home, he's like, hey, I really like to take you out to the Chinese restaurant. She's like, what? She's like, yeah, it's whatever it's called. Like, I can pick you up on Friday. She's like, no, you don't need to. I can drive.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, well, I'll give you the address at work tomorrow. She's like, cool, whatever.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, sure, guy. She's like, yeah, you'll love it. It's like it's a show, and she's like, wait, there's a show? And
she's like, oh yeah, it's a show.
It's a show. Oh yeah, you just gotta be there. It's one of those things. It was just fucking an awkward ride.
Yeah.
The whole way through.
Yeah, and then he drops her off, and he goes home, and this is our first encounter, really, because earlier we didn't see the cat talking.
No.
And now you see the cat on the bar. It's like, Jerry, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Like, that girl don't like you.
Exactly.
You're a fucking idiot. Like,
she's a British woman. All she does is deal with like better men than you, like posh. Like you're fucking.
Like he said, like you're a peasant. Like
you're a peasant. Actually, what I imagine in my head canon, I hear him, Mr. Whiskers calling Jerry gutter trash.
Gutter trash.
Gutter trash.
But yeah, but
smacks that motherfucker with a rose.
Yeah, exactly. But then, we see Bosco like, nah, Jerry, you're a good guy, man.
You're a good guy.
Don't listen to the cat.
Yeah, don't listen to that cat. He's like, yeah, just like shit. It's a stupid fucking cat.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's just like, man, and you're kind of like, you kind of getting a sense here of like, these are voices. I mean, do the animals talk for real, or there's these voices in his head?
Yeah.
This is where we actually see Jerry talking to his psychotherapist.
Yeah, that's right.
And she's talking to him about asking him certain things about like, hey, how are you doing? And Jerry's like, she's like, are you hearing voices? And he's like, no, only the voices when I'm talking to people.
Yeah.
And he's like making it like when every time she asks him that, just like, are you talking to voices? Like, no. And he's kind of like unsure on how to answer that.
She's like, you hesitated.
Like, you hesitated, but you know.
Yeah.
He keeps saying, but he's talking about his life and everything, and like talking about, hey, I met this girl at work. We're supposed to go out on a date, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to it. I'm very happy, and everything.
And at that point, I think the psychotherapist asks, "So are you on your medication? Have you been taking your medication?" Which is a kind of a big plot point.
Yes.
And he's all like, "What does he straight up admit no? Right?" He says no, not always. I think.
Yeah, he's like, am I taking my medication? Like he's beating around it.
Yeah.
Like when you're in your therapy sessions, like they're gonna ask. Typically, it's a known fact that some people lie to their therapists.
Oh, okay.
Like,
yeah.
You don't want to lie to them,
right?
But you don't want to let them know how bad shit is, because the last thing you want to do is be stuck in that situation,
right?
And it sucks because it's like, hey, if you're not having a good day or having a good time, obviously your therapist is probably the first person you need to tell.
Yeah.
You know, so they can properly get you assisted. But
Jerry
being at this point where we didn't know yet, but Jerry being this point is going like, yeah, I don't, you know, I hadn't said, and then he fully on admits that he hasn't been. It's like, yo, I hadn't fucking taken my meds today. She's like, well, you need to take those.
Yeah.
Like we had an agreement.
You're supposed to be on your meds.
You got to be on your meds. I can't help you if you're not on your meds.
Basically, yeah.
And he's like, okay, all right. So
basically, Jerry gets like, Jerry goes to accounting again to see Jim. That's her real name. See Fiona.
Yeah.
And she's not there, and you know Lisa's like, "Well, do you want us to leave her a message for you?"
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh yeah, just give her this is the address to the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
We're going to tonight."
Yeah.
You know, okay, thank you, bye. Make sure she gets that. It's important.
It's important. Yep.
And then Fiona just pops up like behind the desk.
Mm-hmm. Like, is he gone?
Like, is he gone? Like, yes, he's gone.
He's like, why don't you just? And then Lisa's kind of like, well, why don't you just tell him you're not gonna make it?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I don't want to. That's kind of creepy. I don't want to hurt his feelings like that.
Yeah.
And shit like that, man. So
she's like, just leave him. She's like, I'll leave him a voicemail.
Like, I'll leave him a voicemail
once he's gone.
And everything.
Because it's like their karaoke night.
Yeah.
That's why they like, you can't go. This karaoke night. She's like, oh yeah, no, I'm not going with him.
Yeah, it was just I'm going with him. I'm not going to him. I'm going with karaoke with y'all.
And then fast forward, they're at the karaoke having a good time. Yeah, and he's at the restaurant by himself,
sad and everything, kind of like stood up.
Yeah.
And we get a whole breakdown, and then like it's the end of the night. It's raining. Jerry gets in his car and starts to drive home, and he's crying.
Yeah.
And he's trying to listen to music because he's upset because he got stood up. Lisa and Fiona are walking out of the karaoke bar, and Lisa's like, "Hey,
give me a ride to my car."
Give me a ride.
Well, no, Fiona needs a ride to her car because it's at the warehouse with a plant or whatever.
Yeah, and
so she's like, "Yeah," but her phone falls. This is important.
Yeah,
and like falls in a puddle, so it fucks up.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, "Yeah,
Fiona's phone."
Yeah, Fiona's phone.
Mm-hmm.
So what's her name? Drops her off.
Yeah, Lisa drops her off at the plant
and
to get her car.
Get her car. When she gets in her car, it just won't crank.
It won't crank. It won't start.
Yeah.
She tries to get out of the rain and kind of start the car, and she tries to call someone, but the phone's fucked.
Yeah.
So she can't call anyone. So she goes like inside. She tries to go when she can't fix her car. She goes inside the warehouse before it so the rain can stop. She walks out, and Jerry's in the parking lot still crying.
Yeah, like he drives by and she recognizes the truck.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, he drives by, and he's like, He's like, oh my God, Fiona, like, what's going on? And she's like, hey, can you help me? And she's like, well,
like,
can you
my car won't start. Yeah,
my car won't start. I just need a ride home.
He's like, okay.
He was like, okay, and I could do that. And she was like, and they were having.
Yeah, because he's like, well, what happened tonight? He's like, oh, you didn't get my message?
Yeah, you didn't get my message? She's like, no, I didn't. And he's frantically checking his phone.
Yeah.
He's like, no. And she's like, I'm so sorry. Like, she didn't leave a message at all. Like, if she left him a message.
Right.
I don't think this next thing, what we're going to say, probably doesn't go this way.
Yeah, this whole scene probably doesn't happen because he probably stays home.
Yeah. But
anyway,
oof.
she's like, well, she's drunk.
Yeah.
So she's like, hey, I do owe you one, Jerry. So let's go to this 24-hour, like, cafe, I guess you would say?
Yeah.
A little diner. That's the
It's
word
a
I'm looking
diner,
for, yeah.
yeah.
It's in, like, some town down the road or whatever.
Yeah.
They're like, it's 24 hours. They got good stuff. Let's go. And Jerry's like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, Jerry's hyped.
Yeah, and Jerry's like, so they're driving and just they're talking, and then all of a sudden they run into a deer.
Yeah, so and that conversation's kind of like
the conversation gets awkward because
awkward, but it's kind of warming up.
Yeah,
like time to thing, it kind of still gets awkward, but then it really, as it kind of warms up and kind of gets kind of awkward because Jerry starts telling little signs that are kind of like super fucking weird.
Yeah,
and then like obviously, like he said, the fucking a deer hops out of the fucking street, which is probably one of my biggest fucking what's that word?
Not fear.
It is a fear, but not like it's
concerns.
No. Like it's kind of like inactive, but not inactive. It's oh my God, I cannot put for the life of me. Irrational.
Oh, okay, cool.
Irrational fear. Because one of my biggest fears is me driving down the road and a fucking deer just hops out and I fucking like hit it. Not because I would like, oh my God, I hit a deer, but because the last thing I want to do is get this motherfucker and it fucks up my car.
Yeah.
And I gotta fuck, and I'm like, fuck, and something like that. It's one of like, and I don't have a lot of fears because I'm too ignorant to be afraid of anything. As a matter of fact, it's not really a fear. It's one of my things that I wish I never experienced.
Yeah, exactly. And it's crazy because you got deer out here, Shaq.
I know. But I don't drive.
I was like, I walked outside. I'm like, is that a fucking deer?
Yeah, when you left my house one night,
yeah, I was like,
fucking recording, and you said, "Yo, is that a fucking deer near my shit?" It is.
God damn it, man! Damn city deer. And of course, these motherfuckers just gonna stop and stare at you.
They'll be like, "Yo, what's up?"
Yeah, like, oh shit, hey.
Eating McDonald's, just staring at you.
Look at these bright lights coming at me super fast.
Was it a deer or a doe?
I think it was a doe.
Okay, so she's just staring at you, eating hot.
But then I get scared. Like, what if that doe has a kid and the doe's gonna be like, hey, who the fuck are you? Why are you coming close to me? Like, bitch, I'm trying to get in my car.
It's like, hey, don't come near my son.
Comes at me. I'm like, oh shit.
I mean, a doe probably wouldn't really attack you like that. You just have to worry about the dad that might be around.
Well, just come up to your stairs with a fucking deer. Like, well, Shag, we're eating good tomorrow.
I mean, you're talking to a man that lived in Florida who has who's literally eating a gator. So
yeah, deer's good. You eating deer?
Venison.
I guess.
Deer jerky, yes.
Deer jerky's fucking slaps.
But I only had like a piece of it.
Oh, and you didn't like it, you son of a bitch.
No. I didn't say I didn't like it. I just had a piece of it, and it was kind of like one of those things. Like, damn, I wish I had more of this.
Right.
But like every time I ask for it, no one brings me it. So, yeah. But anyway, it's a deer.
Yeah, it's a deer, and while like they stopped the car, obviously, because the deer is in the window. And the deer's like, all of a sudden the deer looks at Jerry, and the deer
starts fucking
like, hey man, can you please kill me?
Yeah, actually, the deer's like, Jerry, please kill me.
He's like, it's okay. I know it wasn't your fault. Please put me out of my misery.
Please put me out of my misery. Slit my throat.
And Jerry pulls out a knife. He's like, okay, I'm sorry this had to happen to you, but I'll get you help you. Or like, I'll help you out. And the whole time, Fiona's like, what the fuck?
Fiona's like shocked because what happened was they hit the deer and the truck spins out and the deer is still kind of caught.
Yeah.
In the fucking like in the windshield.
Yeah.
And he's like, Jerry, you gotta fucking kill me. She's like, who are you fucking talking to? And he's like, don't worry, I can fix this. Jerry takes the fucking knife and just kind of carves this into the deer's throat.
Yep.
And neck, and Fiona is like screaming, and blood like hits her on the face, and it's kind of like one of those like she's like, oh my God, and Probably not the best of times. But then Jerry starts talking about Lucifer.
Yeah, because the whole conversation prior to when they wrecked.
Talking about angels.
Yeah, he's like, hey, you know about angels? There's only 4 angels in the Bible with names.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, it's Michael, Gabriel. I think I forgot who.
Yeah, don't ever ask me because
there's one more. Come on, guess. And the whole time he was trying to get her to guess, and that's when the deer popped up. And then so he kills the fucking deer, looks at Fiona. He's like, oh, by the way, it's Lucifer.
Yeah.
Lucifer was the other angel.
Yeah.
Like the way he said it and the fact that she's already freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, did not help.
Because he had a knife in his hand too at that point. She dips.
Yeah.
She says, fuck this, I am out.
I'm out. This motherfucker's crazy.
Yeah.
Just like hauls ass. And the crazy shit is like Jerry's like, oh my God, wait. Wait. Jerry tries to get her back to come to the truck. And Jerry's like trying to explain, it's just a deer. And it's like, everything's okay. Are you okay? And he's like walking towards her, and they find her. They both trip, but Jerry still has the knife, and the knife goes into Fiona.
Yep.
Jerry trips,
and she just gets stabbed.
Yeah, trips, falls, and Jerry accidentally stabs her. Mm-hmm. And she's like coughing up blood, and he's like, "Oh no!"
And then he asked her at that point. He asked, "Hey, are you suffering?"
He's like, "Yeah." He's like, looks like you're, and she's like literally coughing up.
Like Jerry, what the fuck?
Like coughing up blood.
And he's like, all right, I'll put you out of your misery too, I guess.
Yeah.
And then proceeds to stab the fuck out of her.
Yep. Several fucking times.
Yeah, no, it's like,
this is where this fucking movie hit like a 180 with the quickness.
Yeah, we were like, what the fuck?
Like, and we're talking about precision stabs.
Yeah.
Like, proceeds to stab. Oh, no, it didn't happen yet. Proceeds to stab the shit out of her. And, like, he leaves the body there and he heads home. And as soon as he gets in the door, Mr. Whiskers is like, what the fuck have you done, Jerry?
He's like, God damn it, Jerry.
What the fuck have you done now?
And, he's washing his bloody self off because he's blood everywhere.
Yeah, just straight up blood. And he doesn't talk to him. He just walks to his bathroom and just, like, tries to clean up after, like, takes a shower and cleans the bathroom himself.
Yeah, and then he's talking to the dog, talking to Bosco.
Bosco, yeah.
And Bosco's like, look, man, this is an accident. I know you didn't mean to kill her. You should probably go to the police, man.
You need to go to the police.
You just got to tell him. Get it off your chest.
He's like, yeah. And Jerry's like, yeah, you're right.
That would be good for
that's good. I need to get that off my chest.
And the cat's like, are you a fucking moron?
Like, it's like, are you a fucking daft moron?
Yeah, it's just like, you're going to send your ass to jail. Who the fuck's going to feed me? Oh, he's like, you're going to get fucking ass raped by men exactly. Every fucking night.
And fucking Bosco looks at him, no one's going to rape you, Jerry.
Yeah, I was just like, what? It's like, shut up, pussy. He literally called the kid.
Shut up, pussy. Yeah, and Bosco, who I just made sound like fucking Hercules from fucking Davy.
That's hilarious.
Like, oh, Davy. Like, all right, is it Hercules? I don't forget, but anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, so there.
Davy and Goliath.
Yeah.
Davy and Goliath.
I fucking don't remember it all anymore.
The fucking, I think it is Goliath, because it's like, Davy, that's what you gotta do. You gotta murder him, Davy. But no, like, Bosco was literally
the voice of reason?
Yeah, Bosco was the voice of reason and everything that's good, and Mr. Whiskers was Jerry's evil side.
Yeah, like just trying to get him to fuck up.
Yeah, like, you have those little angels and angel and devil on your shoulder, like your conscience. Kind of like your angel and devil and telling you, like, hey, you
they're basically a metaphor for that, damn near.
Yeah, they're pretty much that, which is hilarious considering that the cat
is the evil one.
Yeah,
but yeah, the cat convinces them, look, man, you like that shit. Mm-hmm. It felt good. You felt alive, didn't you?
Yeah.
He's like, well, yeah, you fucking liked it.
You fucking liked it. And he's like, look at you.
He's like, now what you got to do is go get the goddamn body, you moron. Like, you just left it there.
Just left it there. They're going to find, I was like, with all of your fucking DNA, spit.
Yeah, hair fibers everywhere.
Hair fibers everywhere. Like, it's all you.
Yeah, he's like, go get the body.
Like, go get the body.
Get rid of it somehow.
Get rid of it, yes. Jerry fucking brings the body back to the house and proceeds to get the cutting.
Yeah, he chops this girl up to bits.
Yes, like, and he buys like containers and he buys like fucking hardware stuff like saws and shit. hacksaws and everything to kind of cut her up. This is where we meet the town sheriff, and the sheriff is like, "Hey, Jerry, you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, man." I'm like, "All right."
A deer, because his truck's all fucked up and the window's gone.
Yeah,
the front
like,
window.
He's like, "Yeah, man, a deer hopped in front of my shit." So at this point, because me and Jose was like, "Yo, does everybody know how fucked up he is?" And just no one saying anything.
Yeah, which we think might have happened because we knew the boss knew.
Yeah.
Because the boss said something in the beginning like, "Hey, I talked to your lawyer lady."
Yeah,
well, he said that your lawyer friend or whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, that's my therapist, or my state appointed therapist, or some shit like that."
Yeah.
He said, "He's like, look, man, it's cool, but whatever." So I think a lot of people know.
Yeah.
Jerry's has
not well.
Yeah, he's struggling with mental health.
Yeah.
Mental illness.
Yes.
But basically, so he gets all that shit, chops Fiona up a lot.
Yeah.
Puts her in fucking Tupperware.
Yeah, a lot of fucking Tupperware.
We were like, holy shit.
Like, this motherfucker has meals. Like, this man has fucking turned Fiona into, like, fucking, like, he
has
fucking
prepped her, basically.
Yeah, he fucking meal prepped Fiona. That's the crazy shit. Now, he's not going to eat her.
No. He
But
don't go
it
that
was just
far.
a lot of fucking Tupperware with, like, a lot of fucking body parts.
Yeah. And then, he grabs her head and puts it in the fridge.
Yeah, puts it in the fridge.
But then Fiona starts talking to him.
Yep.
It's like, look what you did, Jerry. Like, look at me. I was just having a fun Friday night.
I was the office hottie.
Yeah, I was office hottie. Now I don't have a body at all.
Now I don't have anything.
Yeah.
Look what you did.
Look what you did. He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, what could I do though? He's like, you could have took your fucking pills, Jerry.
Yeah, you should have took your fucking pills. And just like you need to take those fucking pills now.
And he does. He listens to Fiona.
He's like, and then even then, before he kind of takes them, before he takes the pills, Mr. Whiskers is sitting there going like, "Don't take those pills, Jerry.
Yeah, you're gonna be alone.
You're gonna be alone there, bud.
Yeah.
Don't take those pills." Why am I making him sound like Finn Balor?
That's hilarious.
But he's like, don't take those pills. You're gonna be one lonely motherfucker. It's like, and it's just like, and he's trying to tell him like, don't take them.
And at that point, I thought they were fake. I thought they were figments of his imagination.
Yes, because at this point, you don't know if the pets are fucking real.
Yeah.
Like, at all. Because there's nothing that tells you that they are real.
Yeah,
and
but
I was definitely with Jose on that point.
But no, they end up being real because he takes the pills.
Yep.
And he goes sit down, and then you see the real world.
So let's paint a picture here.
Yeah.
Since this movie started, everything was kind of bright and had like a little thing. And I think the biggest thing that we did not mention before that now I'm starting to realize, the two butterflies. There were two butterflies that always floated around when he was happy.
Yeah.
Right? Like when it was on Fiona, and then when he was driving.
Right.
All of that shit, like butterflies flying. And he when he fucking stabs Fiona, he tells her that he loves her. It's insane.
Yeah.
But he fucking you see everything that he sees. Everything's kind of clean, neat, and everything. But then when he takes those pills, that's when you said the real world.
And it's like everything is dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Like this house is a fucking mess.
Yes.
There's dog and cat shit everywhere. There's like boxes,
pizza boxes, like everything,
everywhere.
like fucking. But they're all saran wrapped.
Yeah, and there's like just trash bags everywhere.
Yep.
Fucking mold.
Yep.
Like you see all the blood from where he's chopping up Fiona.
Yep.
Because on his when he wasn't taking his pills, everything looked fine and dandy. Like
fuck! We forgot to mention when he went to go pick up Fiona.
Oh yeah, because he brought her body back. That's right.
Yeah, he went to get her body. She was not. She was like pristine. She looked like Snow White.
Yeah.
On the ground. Like just Snow White Sleeping Beauty. Fucking just like not covered, just like straight up not covered in blood, just looked beautiful, right? But then you saw there's no inkling of that she's been stabbed or anything.
Right.
Like it was like, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And this is like before he took his pills. So everything was like all fucking white and and those butterflies, they were there. But then as the camera panned away, you saw like her guts.
Yeah.
or semblance of her fucking
like a
guts.
shoe in her guts.
Like her shoe and her fucking, well, I can only assume would be her pancreas.
Probably, because the way he stabbed and
yeah. But yeah, so when he takes that everything, he's brought back to reality, which, like Jose was saying, everything's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, and he's trying to talk to Bosco and
Mr. Whiskers, and
they're just regular cat and dog now.
Regular cat and dog, and not saying anything.
Yeah.
They're just like, and he's like alone, just like Mr. Whiskers said he would be.
Yeah.
And
after a while, I guess the pill wears off, and Fiona starts talking to him again.
Yeah, he takes those pills and flushes them down the sink.
Yeah.
Like, he takes them and just dumps them all out and just, like, flushes it and doesn't want to do anymore. And everything's covered in blood from the bathroom to his kitchen to, like, everything. Just fucked up. Yeah. Fucked up. It was, like, really, it's, like, fucked up, really. It's crazy on how crazy all that shit was. Then he fucking, like Jose was saying, he takes the pills. As I was saying, he takes the pills, he flushes them down the sink, and then when they're gone, he opens up the refrigerator, and Fiona starts talking to him again. But Fiona says to him, "Is like, hey, I would like a friend."
He's like, "What? Yeah, bring me a friend."
Yeah, it gets lonely in this fridge. You should bring Lisa.
He's like, "No, I'm not gonna get Lisa."
Yeah, he's like, "No, you should bring it." He's like, "I need a friend."
And even the cat was like, "Yeah, do it, man.
You do it, man.
You like it. You know you like it.
Yeah, you know you like it. You need to go ahead and do it again. What's one more?
Right?
What's one more?
So yeah, so Lisa, he asked Lisa out on a date. Mm-hmm. And Lisa's like, "Yeah, we can go to this bar right now."
Yeah, Lisa super happy. They go out. They talk. They go to take him home. She goes to take him home, and she's like, "Yeah, but I live over here." And he's like, "No, I'm gonna show you something. I'll take you over here." So he takes her over. He takes her to where he grew up.
Yeah,
and that's where we get. That's where we kind of get his background story. He grew up in an abusive household.
Yeah. Like his dad was like a war vet.
Yeah. His dad was a war vet, or his stepdad was a war vet.
Yeah, stepdad. I don't know. It was weird. Yeah, it was weird. I don't understand it.
It's like stepdad or his dad was a fucking, like, was a war vet and everything, and like he and like Jerry had like a little fucking stuffed sock puppet that he would talk to, like an imaginary friend.
Yeah.
But he was fucked in the head. Like, Jerry was low key fucked in the head. But his mom was even more fucked. It was a whole nother situation in the house. But then fast forward, like, it's a lot. And a lot that we're not saying, because it's also a lot that was our first time. It's kind of hard to really tell us what was going on. But one other thing that caught us was Jerry got to the steps of his house, and the story went back to where I'm going to say the mom killed the dad, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, we don't know what happened to the dad.
Yeah, we don't know what happened to the dad, but he fucking his mom, like the police and like the police in the hospital, I'm going to say loony bin, probably coming up to collect the mom, and the
mom was just like, "I'm not going back."
Yeah, I'm not going back. So she takes a glass, smashes that bitch, and proceeds to try to cut her throat. She can't finish this, so she asks Jerry to do it.
Yeah, she gives him the glass.
She wraps the glass up in like some of the fucking bed sheet, and she's like, "I need you to finish it, please. I don't want to go back." And
at first we thought Jerry wasn't going to do it.
Yeah,
because he walked away, but then you realize he's just closing the door.
He just fucking closes the door,
and he doesn't.
And he doesn't. And he's covered in fucking blood, and the mom's dead, and it's just like, oh no.
Right.
We have gone past the thing of no return. So we fast forward back. We're right back at where in the house, Jerry's fucking just bawling, like, and Lisa's trying to take care of him.
Yeah, she genuinely cares about Jerry.
She actually cares about Jerry. She's like, "I want to go home. Come on." She takes Jerry. She says, "I want to come home," but the sign of "I want to come home with you."
Yeah.
So he's like, "Okay." So he follows her, but this motherfucker had the knife to kill her.
Yeah, he was going to do it.
He was going to kill her, but he left the knife at the house.
Yeah, because Jerry explains the stuff Jerry goes and explains, I guess.
Yeah.
What had happened and blah, blah, blah. And like I said, Lisa genuinely cares.
Yeah.
She hugged him and she was agreeing with most stuff. Like,
and they kissed.
Yeah, and they kissed because she's like, "Kids are cruel, Jerry." Like, because you talk about how they make fun of him as a kid. Yeah. And they go back to her place and they bang it out, baby.
Yes, sir. over, Jerry gets laid.
There you go.
And it's kind of like Jerry's like back being happy and shit.
Because he has someone.
Yeah, and he has someone, and he's like, all right, cool. Like, everything's kind of like, hey, we kind of push all this stuff under the rug.
Yeah.
We can kind of make up a story about what happened to Fiona. Everything else is fine. We go fast forward to the to where we get back to the office. Lisa asked one of her coworkers, what was it? Like, what was her name? I said Allison. Yeah. She asked Allison, because Allison, who runs payroll, she's like, hey, can you give me Jerry's address? I want to surprise him. He's like, why don't you just ask him yourself? He's like, but I want to surprise him.
Yeah, I want it to be a surprise.
I'm going to buy some cakes. And I'm like, me and Jose kind of looked at each other like, this ain't going to go well.
Yeah.
At all.
Because it's funny, because at first I was like, yo, she's going to see Fiona's head.
Yep.
And then it hit me. Oh, no, his apartment isn't like this.
No.
That's right. His apartment is fucked.
His apartment is fucking nasty.
Yeah. Cause
like, not clean and pristine and everything.
Yeah, I know. It's just the lack of medication has him seen. That's how out of touch with reality
yes.
is.
Like, it just really fucked. So he's at home trying to, he's at home looking at everything. Like, he's got Fiona talking to him. And she's like, well, no, I don't need you because I have Lisa, and they're just talking, and Mr. Whiskers is really attacking Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry's like, yo, fuck you, man. I got Lisa. Lisa's with me, and we're going to be together forever on some shit. And Bosco was like, oh, yeah. No, he comes home, and he's like, Bosco's like, I want to smell your crotch.
Yeah. Let me smell your crotch.
That motherfucker is like, I want to smell your crotch I want to smell her on you, Jerry. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, no, it's it's kind of a happy moment. Like you can say he's kind of harnessing it in.
Yeah, he's kind of like, okay, you kind of at that point, you kind of feel for Jerry. Jerry is kind of like one of those things are like, all right, bet we can kind of talk. And kind of he's trying to slowly start to come back to society. Everything was an accident, but had to do, it's a little dark secret. And he's like, all right, whatever. Lisa pops up at his house. Jerry finds out who it is, and he's like, oh, fuck, no. So Bosco's going insane. He's like, Bosco, being a dog that he is like, I'll protect you, Jerry. I'll protect you. So fucking he gets in. He goes out to meet Lisa, and he's like, hi. And they start talking. Lisa shows him the cakes, and he's like, okay. And he's like, I'll meet you back at the office, and whatever. They try to talk. Jerry locks himself out of the house. Yeah. So she's like, and Lisa's like, yo, I can get in. I know how to pick locks and stuff. He's like, no. I'll just go through the sun. I'll just go through the skyway or something like that.
He said something like that, but basically through the roof.
Yeah, he's going through. I'll go through the roof. It's okay. And it's like, all right. And Lisa's like, well, I can just open the door.
And she does. She gets a hairpin and just click, click, click.
Click, click. She's like, okay, well, I'm just going to. She kind of said she was going to go, but she doesn't. She opens the door, sees the shithole covered in blood. Yeah, everything.
Just, like I said, cat shit, dog shit everywhere.
Cat shit, dog shit, mold, everything.
And I forgot, before this, he took Fiona's head out.
Yeah, to talk.
Had it on the table.
Because he was having a talk between her, Bosco, and the fucking, and Mr. Whiskers going all three of you are not real.
Yeah.
You're not real. Y'all are figments of my imagination that's coming out of my head because I am not well.
Yeah.
That's when he comes to that realization.
Yeah, because he's even like, yeah, y'all are just y'all aren't talking. It's just me.
Yeah, it's
making
me
y'all up.
Making y'all up to explain what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So he realizes that. Now this is before Lisa gets here. That's the conversation he was having before Lisa knocks. But Lisa again breaks in, sees everything. She flips the fuck out.
Yeah.
And Jerry gets through the house and he's like, I told you I was just going to go through the thing. And Lisa kind of freaks. And the crazy shit is, Bosco, bless his fucking heart, was trying to keep Lisa away and try to push her back out. But she grabbed Bosco and put him in the bedroom. And oof.
And when he comes back in, he's... you don't hear it, but he's arguing with Mr. Whiskers.
Yep.
But you're seeing it from Lisa's point of view because he's just He's like, no, she's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, you're seeing
like,
everything from Lisa. You're seeing everything from Lisa's point of view and not Jerry's point of view.
And the cat's just sitting there chilling.
Cat's just sitting there just like, yo, what's up? I'm a cat.
Yeah.
And he's like, kill her. Kill her? No. And he's like freaking, like, he's telling her to kill her, and he's like, no. And Lisa's freaking out, so she runs to the bathroom. Locks herself in. Jerry's kind of trying to get in the bathroom, and it's kind of like one of those things where he's not trying to hurt her.
Yeah.
But he's like trying to explain. But like he gets into the bathroom. She beats Jerry with the towel rack rod.
Yeah.
Beats that motherfucker, and then but he doesn't. It kind of hurts, but not really. But then she goes to the bedroom and kind of tries to block herself in. But then he opens it up and he's like, I'm not going to do anything. And he's like, and they kind of have like an understanding.
He's like, I just wish it could go back to the way things were. She's like, well, me too. I don't have to tell no one.
Yeah. And somehow she tries to run. Jerry pushes her, breaks her fucking neck.
Yeah, because she lands on
the fucking
frame of the bed.
Yeah, frame of the bed frame and breaks her fucking neck and she can't move.
Yeah, she's just like pretty much paralyzed. She can't.
Yeah.
She's starting to lose like the ability to talk.
Yeah, and she's like, Jerry, I would like to go home. And Jerry kind of cuddles up with her and kind of like almost like he's about to fall asleep. And he's like, and then proceeds to, all you hear is a chopping sound.
Yeah.
And then
shot from the fridge, from the inside of the fridge where he just puts a head.
Yep.
Next to Fiona.
Yep. And it's like Fiona's pretty, Lisa's pretty, and they're like, hi, Jerry.
Yeah.
Hi, Jerry. And Jerry's like, and just closes the fridge. Because at this point, he knows he's far gone.
Yeah.
The job is starting to wonder where Jerry is, where Allison is, and where now Lisa is.
Yeah.
Not Allison, I'm sorry. Allison's asking where Jerry, Fiona.
Well, they asked where Fiona was earlier.
Yeah, they asked where Fiona was earlier.
And Jerry's like, oh, I ain't seen her.
I ain't seen her. But then, like, Fiona, but then they was like, okay, now Allison's missing, but she hung out with Jerry. So it's like, I'll just go to Jerry's house and see what's going on because they're supposed to be at work today and they're not here. They go there. Allison goes there, and they're like, and Mr. Whisker's like, oh, pretty much at the point, it's like, oh, you done it now.
He's like, what do I do? What do I do? He's like, well, I do have an idea.
We can always get a bigger fridge, Jerry.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Whiskers, being the evil side, wants him to fucking kill.
Yeah.
And Bosco was like...
Well, he does. He does kill her first.
Yeah.
He kills Lee. He's like... He opens the door,
because that's where Allison comes in. No, because this is where they're eating fucking... This is where he's eating cereal. Mr. Whiskers is talking shit. And then, like, Allison kind of comes in, and she, like, sees the cars, and is like, okay. She knocks... And then Mr. Whiskers is like, you know what you gotta do, right? And Bosco's like, don't listen to him. You don't gotta do that. You don't gotta do that shit. And then as soon as he opens the door, Allison's like, hi, Jerry. And he's like, hi. Chopping sound. Yeah. So Allison's fucking dead. So now Bosco fucking looked, and this was probably the pivotal moment. Bosco looks at this motherfucker. He's like, Jerry, remember when I told you that you were a good boy?
He's like, yeah, there's a fine line between good and evil or something like that.
Like a fine line of good and evil, and you said you weren't going to cross that. And you remember the word.
And you're a good boy.
You're a good boy. He's like, yeah. He's like, I take all that back.
He's like, so you think I'm evil? Yep.
Yep. And Bosco just walks away.
Yeah, Bosco just walks away, and he just breaks down.
And he breaks down because that was like his only good fucking conscience.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, you're fucking evil, man. And... he kind of fucking, and that's when he breaks down, and he heads out. He heads out to go see his psychotherapist, so he can pretty much sell what's going on. He wants to confess.
Yeah, and he pretty much does. He's like, I've been crying all week.
I
stopped taking my meds.
Yep. He's like, I stopped taking my meds, and I've done some terrible things. And she's like, I'm not well. And she's like,
I appreciate your honesty. Like, thank you very much.
I appreciate your honesty. He's like, telling you the truth, and I'll get you help. It's like, I really need help. And he's like, it's not like you killed anyone. He's like, well,
no, it's technically 3.
Yeah, I killed.
She's like, what?
There are 3 people that I know that aren't alive anymore, and I need help. And I don't want to hurt anyone else. And she's like, okay. And she reaches for her phone to try to call 911. And Jerry realizes what she's doing. And she's like,
No.
It's like, it's like he yells at the phone, wrong number. He hangs up and just throws the bitch. And then he freaks out, grabs some masking tape, puts the tape over her mouth, grabs her, and takes her to the middle of nowhere. He's like, look, I need a therapy session. And I got questions. Why am I hearing voices? And it was at this point of the movie to where I realized, I was like, wow, this is some deep shit.
Yeah.
So she goes into a tangent. We're not going to be able to repeat that because we're fucking tired.
Basically she's like, look, man, everyone hears voices.
Yeah, but you choose not to. We choose also to not act upon them.
Yeah, we don't have to. That's the whole point.
Yeah, and Jerry's like, wow.
Oh, and then something about loneliness. I wish I could repeat it for you, but like Shaq said, this is the only time we've seen the movie.
Yeah, this is the only time, and
we're tired.
We're tired. We don't like the booze. The booze
strikes
taking hold
again. But yeah, but anyway, he's like, oh, thank you. Like, it was a good therapy session for him.
It was a good therapy session for him, and he's like, well,
he takes her home.
He takes her back to the house.
But before he gets home, like a couple other coworkers swing
by his house. He's like, look, he's not here. Go upstairs. It's like one dude was like, go upstairs, and when he gets here, I'll honk to say we get so you can run out.
Yeah.
One of the coworkers walks in the house. He sees everything. He instantly closes the fucking door, and he's like, call the police.
Yeah.
And then he vomits. They leave. He gets up to the house. Now, when they open the door, I forget. When the guy opened the door, Bosco runs out of the house.
He's like, I'm out.
Bosco dips. Mm-hmm. He's gone. Bosco's like, yeah, no, fuck that. I can't. This motherfucker's too far gone for me.
Yep.
And then, but Mr. Whiskers, evil ass, is still there.
Yeah.
And symbolism of saying, yeah, any good that he had, that's gone.
Right.
So
he comes back to the house with the therapist.
Yeah, with the therapist in tow, taped up, hands and legs.
And he knows, hey, my pets are missing.
He said, yeah.
I got to go find them.
Yeah, I got to go find my pets.
Here, here's Fiona.
Yeah, here's.
She'll keep you company.
No, here's Fiona. She'll keep you company. She's freaking right the hell out, and rightfully so.
Right.
That's a fucking severed head.
Yeah, that looks completely perfect to
him,
but to her, it's already decaying a little bit. Like, it's been in the fridge, so I guess
it's not decaying and shit. We as fucking horophobes are wondering, like, yo, I hope that this shit is kind of like rotting away a little bit, but it doesn't work that way. It's kind of been kept in fresh in the fridge, but I know it probably stank. So that shit was crazy. So he runs outside yelling for Bosco and Mr. Whiskers, and Mr. Whiskers is sitting on. The camera cuts back. Mr. Whiskers is sitting on
therapist's
chest, and the cops start to come. Like, he comes back in the house. He finds Mr. Whiskers, and she's like, "What are you going to do with me?" She's like, "I'm not going to hurt you. Like, I'm not going to hurt you." The cops start coming up, and she's like, "Are you going to fuck?" He's like, "Are you going to kill me?" He's like, "No, I'm not." He kisses his therapist. He's like, "You've done everything you could."
Yeah, it's not your fault.
It's not your fault. None of this is your fault. And he kisses her on the forehead, and he takes Mr. Whiskers and locks himself in the bathroom. So I'm thinking, oh, he's probably going to kill the cat.
Yeah, I thought that too.
I thought he was going to kill the cat. I was like, well, all right. But what he doesn't kill the cat because he actually loves his pets. So what he does is when the cops are trying to come in, he opens up. So what we failed to mention was his apartment is on top of a closed bowling alley. So the air duct in there kind of connects to the bowling alley. So he climbs through the air duct, and Mr. Whiskers sitting there talking shit, going like, "Oh, you think you're gonna run down there, laddie? You got nowhere to go. You're gonna fucking die down there." And it's
like, it was nice knowing you.
It was nice knowing you, Jerry. See you in hell, some shit like that.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But Jerry fucking.
While he's climbing down, he hits a gas line?
Yeah, he hits a gas line. And he gets down there, and then, like, the cops show up. The cops get the therapist out. They find the severed heads, but they're doing a sweep around everything. And then they're kind of like, all right, so everything's gone. But the pipe that Jerry broke when he was down there, Now Jerry's in the back half of the bowling alley.
Yeah.
And fucking fucking just like the cops go in there, they're kind of like, all right, he's gone. And then they just like gas leak, but they look in the bathroom, they see down there, they see the pipe burst.
Yeah.
One of the cops yell gas leak, and they try to run out, and an electrical sparks the gas, blows that motherfucker up, blows that fucking apartment up. I'm guessing like none of those, like some of the cops survived because they were like ones on the outside, but the rest of them, they were in, they're done. The place is on fire, and Bosco and Mr. Whiskers are still talking to Jerry in his mind. Now, granted, the pets are not there.
Yeah.
But he's sitting there going like, well, Mr. Whiskers is like, well, it's like, you done it now, boy. It's like, boy, you go out there and get shot, or you stay in here and you die. And Bosco's trying to tell him, Bosco's telling him, it's like, no, stay here.
Stay here, Jerry.
Like, stay here and just lay down.
Yeah, because he's like,
because all you're
gonna do is cause pain to other people.
Yeah, all you're gonna do is cause pain and suffering.
Because at that point, Mr. Whiskers is like, no, man, come on, get out. This is your calling. Get out and kill people.
Go out. It's like, get out here and you can start killing more people.
Killing more people. We can buy more fridges.
We can buy 10 more fridges. We could buy more fridges to fill up.
And that's what Roscoe's like, no, man. No. Think of all the pain and suffering.
Think of all the pain and suffering.
Just end it right now, Jerry.
Just end it right now.
Just lay down. Close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
Go home, Jerry.
And go home.
And Jerry does it.
Yep. Jerry's like, that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, and he, I guess, dies from smoke inhalation or whatever the hell.
Probably because the whole thing. Yeah. Probably because the whole thing burnt up. Because it's like, even though it's upstairs, that fire's gonna trickle down. Because you saw in the bowling alley, like the fire was starting to come back down. So it was only gonna be a matter of time. So. And
then we pan up to heaven. Limbo.
Yeah.
Probably just his last hallucinations.
Yeah, because Bosco and Mr. Whiskers are talking to each other. They're like, I appreciate you, Mr. Whiskers. I appreciate you too.
Yeah, you ended up being the alpha. You won at the end.
You won at the end.
He's like, I respect that. I like you.
I respect that. I like you. It's like, I like you too, Mr. Whiskers. It's like, well, this is what we call, like, this is where we say our goodbyes. And then they split.
Yeah, they just both walked their separate ways. I thought they were going to turn into an angel and a devil. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I kind of thought that was going to happen too. But
or like one was going to like turn into a sparkle and float up, and one was going to turn into a fire.
But
at
the same thing. Like neither one of them were like.
Right, which I'm glad it didn't, because this is this man's mental health.
This is mental health. So like none of those things, like they just kind of disappeared. But then we get a song and dance number with Jerry, his mom, his dad, and Lisa, Allison, and Fiona. He's like, "Hi, hey, everybody. Sorry, I had and he looks at his mom and the three ladies, and he's like, "Sorry, I had killed all of you."
No, let's talk about Happy Times right now.
Well, Happy Times, and they just saw it. They sing us out.
And who comes from the ceiling like Sting?
Coming down from the rafters.
Yeah,
it's the icon, Jesus.
He's like, oh my God, Jesus, it's you. He's like, come, Jerry.
Like,
I don't know.
It was that fucking part.
I was just like, I literally huh?
What? We were like, that movie made us go, what? The entire
literally
time. That was probably the loudest we went.
Yeah, because it's like it's literally like a 4.5 minute music video dance sequence.
It was a fucking musical number that just called us out, and it was just like the end of the movie.
Yeah, and the credits started rolling.
Yeah, that was it.
And that's your movie.
That's your movie. That's The Voices.
The Voices.
The Voices.
So quick trivia.
Yeah.
This movie won like best screenplay that hadn't been made into a movie in 2009. So it's been floating on the internet for a while. Or floating around the waves for a while. Originally attached to play Jerry. Do you want to guess? Just
no.
Throw out. Okay.
No.
Ben Stiller.
This actually has a Ben Stiller tone like script.
Yeah.
But I could not see him pulling what I can't see him pulling off what Reynolds did. Here's Jerry.
Reynolds, he acted his ass off.
Yes. Ryan Reynolds' acting chops shows in this movie.
Like, yo, this man can act. He excels at comedy, and he gets lumped.
You know what it's like you don't want to be typecast, but you cannot avoid at things that you are good at.
Exactly.
Because if you're a good comedic actor, you're going to be in more comedies. Now, he has done other serious things, with his probably, to me, the most serious movie he did was Buried.
Right.
But, like, it's crazy to see that because it's like he's been in rom-coms. He's been in, like, fucking, like, he's been an action star. He's done all these other things. But it's like, it's still, beforehand, it's Ryan Reynolds as himself playing another person's roles. This one, I didn't get that. This one was before that. This one, I didn't feel that here. This wasn't Ryan Reynolds playing himself, playing a killer.
Yeah.
This one, a killer with mental health issues. This was like Ryan Reynolds playing Jerry, a guy with mental health issues.
Right.
So it was refreshing to see that because it still he didn't have none of his Ryan Reynolds isms.
No.
Like at all, which I was waiting for.
No smart ass remarks, no nothing. Yeah.
Which I was waiting for. Didn't none of that.
Right.
He played the awkward guy really fucking well. Like real awkward. Is he innocent? Is he fucking crazy? Well.
Yeah. No.
Like,
absolutely.
I'm to the point to where I'm like, I don't think he would hurt a fly. And then even when he stabbed old girl in the beginning, which I'm gonna say right now is my favorite villain moment, is when he fucking gets his first kill, but like it's accidental.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, even then I'm kind of like, ooh, okay, Jerry, that's okay. Like, oh no.
Nope, and it's like stab. Oof.
And he's just like not even fucking feeling. He's just stabbing, and I'm just like, oh, ooh, boy.
Oh no.
Oh no. Like that type of stuff. Like you can see where he's starting to really lose grip. After that scene, that's kind of when he started to fucking lose grip on reality.
Yeah. Big time.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's my favorite one. So kudos to Ryan Reynolds for that.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that's my favorite cinema villain.
Yours
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a great.
Normally we would talk about a villain, but the villain here is
the villain's weird because you really don't want to label Jerry as a villain because he has a severe mental illness.
And it's like you can blame it on Mr. Whiskers.
Yeah, we joked that the cat's the villain of this movie.
Yeah, we as cat people are saying like, of course they make the cat the fucking evil
but
motherfucker.
Even at the end, Jerry himself admits the cat and the dog aren't talking.
Yeah,
it's me.
It's me.
Yeah.
Y'all are just the outputs of those voices.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, none of that's good.
Yeah.
So he realizes this. So it's like I'm not gonna do that. So I say the villain here is fucking mental illness. And
one of the greatest villains.
Yes.
Yeah. But no Hall of Fame. I mean, no Hall of Fame, no VIP, no Villain Dome, because it's just nothing like that.
This definitely probably one of my favorite movies I watched all year.
Yeah, this ended up being like a nice little gem.
Yeah, this is a great hidden gem. This is why we highly recommend it in the beginning.
Yeah.
So much. Because this one took us by surprise.
Yeah.
And I shit you not, we try to be honest on this show as much as we can. We did not want to fucking cover this.
Yeah.
We also did not want to watch fucking Cursed. Like,
right?
It was one of those things because we're not going to watch Cursed, but I also don't know if I want to watch Voices. Like, I don't know if I want to do any of that, but I'm glad we did.
Yeah.
I'm fucking glad we did.
Exactly, no.
Like, I would not change that at all. But I do know next episode, we only got one more door to do. And God forbid, it sucks.
Right.
No, my Jesus. But other than that, I got nothing, man. Let's just wrap this up.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up. Thank you once again, everybody, for listening.
Yes. And considering this episode, and it means a lot to me, if you're suffering from any type of mental illness, just know you're not alone.
That's right.
At all in this world. We here at Cinema Villains, we do love you, and we know, me personally, saying this as a person who suffers from this and has gone through his attempts on taking his own life. Please take care of yourself.
Yes.
I know everything can be rough. There can be bad days. Just remember, like, those times do not last. As much as you think they do, they don't. The only thing you can do is try your hardest and keep fighting, because again, you may think you're alone, but you're not. These are things that I've had to learn myself, and I still try to learn these things by myself. I'm never alone. And the moment I forget that is the moment I feel like I would fail, but you're not a failure. Just know that. And we appreciate you.
Amen. Thank you, brother. That was great words.
No problem, man. Well, other than that, for Shaggy Black and my brother Jose.
That's right.
We will see you guys next week.
Take care. We love you.
Good night.
Peace.
Later.